إنما يخشى الله من عباده العلماء.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Ayatullah al-Uzma Muhammad Taqi Bahjat Ridwanullah Ta'ala alayhi, born in 1334 after Hijrah, 1915, to a God-weary family in the city of Fuman in the Gilan province of Iran. His father, Karbalai Muhammad Bahjat, was a trustworthy and a pious personality of that region. He lost his mother when he was 16 months old. His father, Karbalai Muhammad Bahjat, fell ill when he was 16 years old. Everyone around him had lost hope. He was breathing his last moments when in that state hears a call saying, "Leave him, let him go. He is the father of Muhammad Taqi." His mother thought he had passed away, but after a while he stood and recovered fully. A few years later, Sheikh Bahjat's father decided to get married, after having completely forgotten the incident of his falling sick and the call which he had heard then. When he was blessed with his first son, he named him Mahdi, after his own father. He was then blessed with a daughter, then with another son who he named Muhammad Hussein. He did not remember this incident except after he had been blessed with his fourth son, so he named him Muhammad Taqi. But the son fell in water and got drowned. He was blessed with another son. Sheikh's father again named him Muhammad Taqi al-Thani, the second, who later became Ayatullah al-Uzma Muhammad Taqi Bahjat. Indeed, Ayatullah Bahjat was raised in the laps of a father with immense love for Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, who recited and cried for Abdullah alayhis salam and the afflictions that fell on him. Ayatullah Bahjat started his religious education in 1929 at the age of 14 in his hometown Fuman. His daily program till the last days of his life started with the ziyarat of Hazrat Fatima Ma'sooma at Qom, where he stood with humility and respect and recited Ziyarat Ashura. He always fled from fame. His lectures were held at his house, which were later moved to Masjid Fatimi in the neighborhood, where he also led the prayers every day. Despite him teaching Dars Kharij for many decades, he avoided becoming Marja' Taqleed. His students say he possessed the sight of Barzakh. Before he entered a gathering, he recited Ya Sattar a few times, meaning, "O He who conceals, O He who hides," asking the Almighty Allah to hide the false and wrong present in His creation, the mu'mineen, on him. Ayatullah Bahjat is one of the 4,000 Urafa, known and recorded since the advent of Islam. Although not famous, but he has written many munajat in poetry. If the words of this noble man are seen, you will find 1/4 of them are related to Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. 12 hours of his day were spent in continuous worship. What joy he found in this worship no one knows. He said, if people knew what joy prayer possesses, they would find no joy better than prayer. He was content and had a simple dwelling with the maximum output. He slept no more than 4 hours a day and ate little. He was overwhelmed after performing a ziyarat. He never said, I teach or I have a lecture to deliver. But he said, a discussion, a debate and a dialogue. This noble servant of Allah never said, I have students, but said, hambahs, meaning members of my discussion group. He said, more important than praying for the relief of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam is praying to remain and to be steadfast on Iman, is to be firm in beliefs and fundamentals, and that one does not deny him when he arrives. Dying is the end of this perishable worldly life, but distancing from the correct faith is an eternal disaster and a never-ending chastisement in the hell. That is why on Laylatul Mabits, when the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam talks about the martyrdom of Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam in the sacred month of Ramadan, Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam inquires, Afi salamatin min dini, will my faith be firm? That is, being firm and steadfast in faith, religion, is much higher than martyrdom. That is why Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam asks the Prophet. In this period of occultation, we are instructed to recite this dua a lot. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Muqallib al-Qulub, Thabbit qalbi ala dinik. O Allah, O merciful, O compassionate, O evolver of hearts, keep my heart firm on your religion. Despite the right Shia faith, which is mentioned in the Holy Quran, due to our poor performance, it is equal to non-existence before a few, and they do not benefit from it. Regarding the glorious Quran, our reports say, La tafna ajaibuh, the wonders of Quran are endless. The Holy Quran says, وَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ تِبْيَانًا لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ, and we have revealed the book to you, explaining clearly everything. If one ponders deeply in these verses, one would see wonders, but we are weak. We think if we practice Quran, we will be afflicted, but we do not know that by practicing, many afflictions destined to us are removed. Regarding Hazrat Zahra alayha salam, he said, did the Prophet's own child not deserve respect and care? As if the first caliph was determined to practice and implement haqq, the right, that is why he seized Fadak away from her, and he hurt her. Fatima alayha salam was from the household. For her and for the 5 pure members, Ayat Tathir was revealed. The Prophet said she is Sayyidatu Nisa'il Alameen. She is the chief of the women of the worlds. And elsewhere says that whosoever hurts her has indeed hurt me. How come he did not implement the rule of God on Khalid bin Walid, saying Khalid Sayfu Rasulullah? Khalid is the sword of the Apostle of Allah, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. Is the sword of the Apostle of Allah more deserving, or the part of his body, the daughter of the Apostle of Allah? He said, life in this world is only 2 days. Ease and comfort is in the hereafter. وَالنَّاسُ يَطْلُبُونَهُ فِي الدُّنْيَا فَلَا يَجِدُونَهُ. If all the joys and sorrows of this world were seen in a glance, we would conclude that life here is only 2 days. الدهر يومان يوم لك ويوم عليك. Life is just 2 days, a day in your favor and a day against you. Crying loud around someone who is dying does not benefit him, or even those who he is leaving behind, but some quiet time